You are now listening to the Odd Valley Podcast.
Hi, welcome to Odd Valley Live. I'm doing an Instagram story over here. I'm with my host, Jacob Jones. He's back in effect, so he is drinking with us tonight.
I already had one sip.
So, cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
And, so... Sorry, let me post that real quick. Let me post that little snippet right there on my Instagram live video. Not live, because I wasn't going live. I just wanted to put a...
Was it a story?
Yeah, it was just a little story.
It's your Insta story.
I'm having issues today, guys, because my eye, this eye here that I'm touching, you might see me touch it like a couple times, like in the corner, because like it's watery. I don't know why it's been watery this whole day. It's like, but this eye is fine. This eye is just like really watery.
You got some eye problems.
Yeah, I got some eye problems.
It's been windy, man. I mean, whenever it's windy here in Vegas, I feel like we got a lot of random trees from like different biomes, and it just really fucks me the fuck up.
Very true. So, Jacob's drinking today. He's done with his little detox, so he's gonna drink with us. And today we'll be talking about cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs.
I did not do any research for this topic whatsoever, so Jacob did everything, and I'm just gonna vibe off it and see what my weird comments are. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't snacked or eaten lunch, so I might get really drunk. So
it's the opposite of last week when you were just eating the whole time.
Yeah,
you didn't eat this time.
You know, you guys are all used to it by now because it is a drinking podcast and yada yada yada.
There it goes.
But yeah, so to start it off, we're going to do our preliminary shot that we always do. And
I got a half shot this time, I'll admit, because, you know, I'm going to ease back into the hard liquor.
He is going to ease
but
back
I did say I was going to do like extra shots, so I'll do like one in the middle this time to make up for last week.
Okay.
Also half, you know what I mean? So.
Okay, and I'm having real weird nail issues. I'm all over the place.
Nails. Well, you know who has nails? Cats and dogs.
Yeah, and our dog is having a weird issue
cat
right now.
Dog.
Well, our dog.
I'm cat dog. I don't know the words besides the cat dog part.
Okay, so let's do a preliminary shot. We're going to take a shot of Jameson like we always do. That's our drink of choice. So, you know.
The preliminations.
You saw me, if you watched Jacob's Instagram story earlier, I was pouring the shots to get ready.
See.
For just right now.
See, meaning yes.
To get it started.
You know.
So... let's cheers it. Cheers it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers,
welcome
everybody.
Back.
Take a shot with us. Let's go.
Jacob might get really drunk.
That tastes pretty good.
He didn't drink for like 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. So this is my first drink. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I haven't smoked any weed for 2 weeks either.
I haven't smoked any weed either.
Pretty crazy.
But that's okay, because you know what? Like, sometimes you just don't have to smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's good to take time off sometimes anyway, you know? Like,
whew, that hit me like
some people
strong.
Yeah, well, look, dude, I ate like 2 fistful of peanuts, lightly salted, because I'm changing my lifestyle. And I also had like about 6 pistachios.
The pistachios are good. I have special pistachios. That I have.
They're
the
hot.
chili. Yeah, they're chili lime, but Jacob can't have that because he can't have spicy. It's not a thing.
They're already deshelled, and these ones aren't. And it's like I'm not shitting on it.
So it's like a little workout.
For your
eat your little like nut. So now you know how we feel.
Well, look, dude. Every nut takes some work to get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
true.
That's what she said.
Unless there's already been some work on that nut before. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel like if there's a little bit... Oh, your weird thing. It just weirdly cut out.
What?
No, it just did some weird thing when you did woo!
Oh, it's because I did it too loud.
Oh,
probably.
Okay.
That's called clipping in the industry.
Okay.
Of audio engineers.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna trust you. You could be telling me anything, and I'm just gonna trust you.
It's true. I swear. Look it up. Clipping.
Okay.
Okay. So today's topic...
I don't know.
It's all about cats and dogs, so I'm gonna throw up a cat and a dog background.
Fix your mic thing. It's weird.
What? Is it doing that thing again where you can kind of not hear me?
No, now it's like muffled. It did a and then it now is muffled and then you get
okay,
and then
relax,
it's louder
relax.
again.
Just stop telling me and continue.
What? You wanted to hear what the sound was?
No, I don't. I just want to fix it.
Okay,
So
while he fixes his mic or whatever, or the inputs or outputs or whatever, we're doing it. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do Trebek, our wheel. Every week we spin Trebek, R.I.P. That's who we named it after, and we get two words.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
I could. So we get two words from the wheel. We spin it twice, two words, and every time we say those words during the podcast, we drink. So that's basically it.
Yep.
If you see me occasionally adjusting my posture, it's because I have reviewed some of the podcast videos and my posture is really terrible. Sometimes I'm slouched or something.
Yeah, you should sit with the back closer to you.
Or I have my shoulders like this. So there's going to be a little bit of adjustment. So sorry if I'm being weird. I'm just really trying to fix it. But
I don't think it's weird. It's good to have good posture.
But yeah, so I'm trying to do that with also being by the mic. So
that's very bright.
That is.
That's very
really,
bright, but
really, I mean, they're really cute.
It's
I would have picked
though.
a cuter dog.
Dude,
I mean, the dog is cute.
Okay, I'll find another
but
one.
it's not like super cute. Like if you put a picture of our dog, but whatever. Even the cat is like all right, but it's
no.
They're not
I'll
the
find
best
another one.
looking animals.
She's not liking it, so we'll go with the new one.
But anyways, so we're gonna move on to the wheel. So like I explained, it's a wheel of words, and then it has. Then we spin it twice. Okay, Jacob is gonna read it. I had to like write the words kind of creatively on the pie slice because some of the words Jacob picked were like way long. So
well, remember actually on the on Wheel of Fortune when it's a longer word, it's written down.
Yes,
the pie
I
slice.
know, but who cares? And also,
wow,
I think we're canceling Pat Sajak.
Are we?
Yeah, he made fun of some guy that had a lisp or something.
That's not very nice, Pat. That's why that thing's called fucking Trebek and not Sajak. You know what I mean? Although we made that joke a long time ago. I know they're gonna be
like, oh yeah, this cancel culture thing is getting too far. But look,
don't start with the cancel culture bullshit. All right?
Like there's some things should be canceled and some things should be like taken lightly. You just have to,
How about that one?
Gauge it. That's cute.
Aww,
that's cute. They're hugging.
Hell, cute. But why is it got to be white? All right, I'm gonna put it back. All right, here's the words. Why don't you just show them a peek? Do a little peek. See? It's a real wheel. It exists. These are the possible words today. We have domesticate, evolution, video. We just put dollar signs, so like anything money. I'll just say money.
No, you say money or expensive.
Yeah, or just anything that means money.
No, any money or expensive, because what does that really mean? Okay.
Yeah, if you say it costs a lot, and I'll be like, you got to drink because you said that.
Yeah, because a lot means expensive.
But cost means money. See, breed. That's the next one. Animal, pet, dogs, drink, drunk, and cat. So those are all the words we got, and if we don't get the money bags, we don't got to worry about it. So go ahead and spin. We spin it twice. Let's go. This time it actually stops in places. Domesticate. Perfect, because I'm going to say that word a lot. Maybe. Evolution. Great.
That's okay.
It's the two biggest fucking words.
Because I was going to say money bags is going to be way too...
From now on...
hard.
Let's both do a spin. You do a spin, I do a spin.
Then you got to walk closer to your...
That's fine, I'll go over there.
Up. You understand that I...
Why can't you just put it in the middle and then...
Because I can't reach.
Put it in arm's reach.
I feel like Jacob thinks that I'm Stretch Armstrong or something. He wants me to put it over
You played basketball as a center.
And he thinks that I could reach where he wants me to put it. I wish you guys could see this. It's like ridiculous where he wants me to put it.
Look, I just took a drink for that, so it's okay. Do you want the bell today or you want me to have the bell?
You have the bell. You know I don't like doing things.
All right, so the words today,
also,
it's starting now.
I don't have the remote for the timer.
It's already started a long time ago. This time I actually remembered.
He was being proactive about it. Real good. Real good. Good for you.
Ours says 7:40, but we've been up for 10-something minutes. But that's just the stream.
Good for you.
Anyway, The 2 words of the day are domesticate and evolution. Now, whenever you hear those bells, you take a sip of your drink, like so.
Okay.
There was 2, so you gotta take 2. Also, my non-sponsor today is Elysian Space Dust. You can't see it because of the chroma key, but it kind of looks scary, actually, because it's green, you know? So it's like see-through. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry,
Anyway,
I was looking at
good.
the screen.
Also, Jameson. Also, Jameson is always our non-sponsor. Kevin, shout out to Kevin for the non-sponsor term. You know? Kevin, we still love you.
Even though he fucked that up a couple times, but we understood what he was trying to say.
I wish Kevin would be here listening to the show and chat, but, you know, he's got to work and stuff. Otherwise, he'd be here anyway. So there you go.
Because, you know, he works that casino industry. Hopefully, like, when Vegas gets back to normal, because stuff is starting to get back to normal.
He can get normal hours or something?
No, he could start having maybe a chance to have a weekend off or something, and then maybe he could occasionally come on this little podcast with us again.
He'll be back, just like all our other friends, and just possibly...
But also, he got other stuff.
Possibly you!
He got other stuff, so, you know.
Oh, great. My phone's going off because something's going on outside.
Yeah, but also, like, I love how, like, we're not... Now he can have sound on his phone when before...
I just silenced it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Why are you yelling at me?
It's because there's all these rules that apply to me that don't apply to you.
No, look. You know I've eased on all the rules around here lately, right? I even started letting you guys eat back in the day. I just said... Well, it's kind of annoying, but if you guys want to eat, I'm going to at least just give a shit about it.
Yeah, but I stopped eating because there was a fucker that made fun of me eating.
Yeah, I think it was someone I know, too.
The show. So, just saying. I mean, I'm not, like, super sensitive about it, but, you know,
Sounds like it.
I mean, but I could be sometimes.
You're so sensitive.
God.
Okay.
I mean, in any ways, too, like, I'm trying to control the intake of my food besides on the reg, so...
Hey, by the way, the internet's working pretty good, so that's cool. But
yeah, okay, because
let's talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
When we get drunk, I can yell about the internet later.
Okay. But
I'm already, like, kind of drunk because I haven't had any alcohol at all for a while. Woo!
So take it away, Jacob Jones. You're the one that has the info and the research. All I have to say about cats and dogs at this time, like freely, is that we have a cat and we have a dog. But I mostly say that the cat is Jacob's cat because, like, it's his cat.
It is, and
I'm more of a dog person.
Cat, so
I don't hate her. I think she's cute.
You just want to eat her.
I think she's cute and everything, but I could do without the cat.
Thanks
just
for
because
making me feel weird about my cat.
But I still love the cat. We still hang out. I think she hates me the same. So same, see?
A lot of people think that about cats and period, really.
No. I am more of a dog person, but ever since your cat, like, we're cool, but then we've all had you've all heard the stories about how the cat picks on me and she hates me, so...
Well, we'll rehash that today, too, because look, today I have research. We're gonna get into... there's a reason why evolution and domestication are on our wheel, because we're gonna talk about that shit. Because very, very fascinating. We'll go into cats first, because... It is less fascinating, although still very fascinating, too.
I do have a question, and I hope this came across in your research.
We'll get into it, like, ask it.
But let me ask you a question, because what if it is in your research, or what if it's not? So let me tell you what the question is.
Okay, fine. What do you want to know?
Okay.
What would you like to know?
The question that I had was, how come the popular culture or society usually relates cats to women and dogs to men? Like, they represent cats represent women, and then dogs represent men. Because, you know, the movie, The Truth About Cats and Dogs, and then the woman was the cat, and then the guy was the dog.
Yeah, and then there's a correlation between pussy and pussy, right? Clearly. But I don't know. I don't know that because I didn't get into, like, the anthropology of, like, that. But what I'll say... Me
and
personally,
cat lady, there's not like a cat man.
There totally is, by the way. But
what do they call them?
I don't know, cat man. Like, I don't know.
There's no
I didn't look into that. I looked more into historical stuff.
Why do ladies get the shit name like cat lady, and there's no like a woman that lives with a lot of cats, but there's not a name for a man who lives with a lot of cats?
You've been watching that Moxie movie, and it's got you all fired up, and I understand.
No, I just wanted to know. This is a legitimate question.
No, I don't know
and
the answer to that.
And that's sexist, by the way. I will say that.
I was making a joke.
Just because like a woman is watching
no, you're right.
women movies doesn't mean that she gets all riled up because of feminist stuff. That is so wrong.
I'm sorry. It is, but it was funny. So anyway, this is a drinking podcast, so we might not always be completely PC here, but I'll take the criticism. That's fine.
We try not to talk about politics or anything like that because Jacob doesn't like to do that.
Well, I don't want to.
Alienate.
Yeah, exactly.
A certain part of our listeners, yada yada.
No.
Yada.
Politics is one thing, but scientific stuff, religious stuff, I don't care. I'll talk about it all day. Like I just, I don't care about that personally. So, and again,
it's okay.
Whatever.
I don't really want to talk about it.
We could talk about politics one day if you really want to. I just feel like people might get mad at us one day.
I only like to talk about fun stuff on here, like sex,
right?
Maybe some gross stuff, fart jokes.
All I'm saying,
popular culture, fashion.
I said one of the words, by the way.
Fashion, celebrities, music, movies, TV. Right. I don't really like to talk about like boring shit.
Okay, well, true, me either. So, I mean, politics can be very boring. Yeah, I mean, look at Mitch McConnell's face. That's not a fun face. Neither is Chuck Schumer. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on.
I know who Mitch McConnell is, but I don't know who Chuck Schumer is.
He's a Democrat, and so are you, and that goes to show that you don't care enough to, really know all the people in the Senate. Because it's boring. Democrat. I understand. Why are we talking about this?
There are certain issues I really care about and I pay attention to, and knowing who everybody is not an issue I'm worried about.
I'm totally fine with that because this isn't that type of show, and that's the whole point. But I will talk about evolution because I think it's fucking real. I don't believe in creationism and all that fun stuff. You know what I mean? And maybe that's
I mean,
everybody's entitled to their own.
I believe in science, but I also do think I get why people believe in creationism, but people that believe in creationism gets too weird about people who believe in science.
That's the thing. Look, it's just a term. Don't tread on me. That's a libertarian thing. I agree. I agree in terms of religion. Don't force your religious views on me, and I won't force my evolution, scientific,
science,
whatever, all that. I will talk about it on the show, and that's what we're going to kind of get into today. So if you don't like that, this might not be the episode for you. But I found
God could have created evolution.
Right. And that's the thing is I'm not denying that stuff. We're not debating that.
Because no one knows.
I think that it's very possible.
Who created the cosmos?
Right. It's very possible that an omnipotent.
Who created the dust?
Will you let me talk? An omnipotent being could have created the universe, and evolution could be part of that. It's probably a combination of everything when you really think about it. But that's not the point of the show. We're really getting into the weeds here. We're talking about the things we shouldn't talk about. But I don't give a fuck. Anyway, fun conversation.
Because we're going to talk about the evolution of cats and dogs.
That was 3 times we said that word. So it's a good word, see? That's what I was saying. Also, the other word we'll say too. But look, what I'm just saying, throughout my research, the science I saw relating to dogs, and specifically dogs, and the way that they developed over the years is very, very cool.
Also, see, dogs.
So that's what we're going to talk about.
See? Said it came out of his mouth, his own mouth.
The evolution of dogs. Okay, I got 5 drinks, so I'm going to pony up.
Than cats. We're
You're being really rude to cats right now. Cats have a really interesting history too, but of course, you'll understand why I'm saying the things I say as we get there.
The only interesting thing I like about cats is that the cats are the guardians of the underworld or whatever.
Right, and that kind of goes
and that's why the Egyptians had
the cats. The history of cats is cool.
Cats,
It's look, let me put it this way: the history of cats is cool, but the evolution of dogs is cool. You know what I mean?
Which is funny because I'm not a dog person, but I feel like I am more like a cat because cats nap all the time and they're really lazy and they're bitchy and they scratch, and that's me sometimes.
So just as a thesis statement, today we're talking about what I just said plus cats versus dogs. And then as an added bonus, because this is a video show, you might be listening to this on an audio medium. Maybe you're on Spotify, whatever. You could watch the video version on our YouTube channel. It's in the description. But we'll be viewing some fun videos, some compilations and stupid things, whatever. It'll be a fun time. So here we go. Let's get it right into it. Do you like this background?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. But if this was like a Schrodinger's, test or something.
Well, he's not even, the cat's not even in a box.
I would think that it kind of looks like the dog. My interpretation is the dog wants to eat the cat. Because it's salivating, see?
Good point.
I might have not
let's go with
the test
this one.
right, but you know the ink blot test?
Yeah.
With the psychologist. Is it Schrodinger's test?
No. Schrodinger's cat is like a thought experiment.
Oh, what's the name of the thing I was saying?
Ink blots. You just said it.
No, there's a official name for that test.
I don't know. Oh, the Rorschach.
Oh.
Remember from Watchmen? That's the name of that character because his face is a Rorschach.
I'm not being ladylike today. I've thrown it out of the window.
You don't have. This is. Why do you even care? This is you do this shit on the show every time.
To burp. You tell me not to burp into the mic. You said that's rude and not to do that because it makes a weird sound.
No, you're right. I'm just saying.
See,
you can burp. You can burp.
I'm trying to follow your rules, and then now I'm in trouble for saying it.
Nobody was in trouble. You know, you're acting like a cat right now. Meow.
No, cats don't even care. They would just do it and they don't even fucking.
Cats don't even burp. Oh, there's a part 2 to that picture where the dog wants to eat the cat, so I'll put that up there.
And this one looks like someone's forcing the cat to lay with the dog.
Agreed.
She doesn't look like she really wants to be there. It's really weird.
Well, typically dogs and cats do not like each other, and case in point, our pets.
No, our pets liked each other. Our pet. Oh, see, it's because he was trying to eat him. Look, our cat and dog liked each other at first when Arya was a puppy. But then Arya became like old. You know, she's older now. She's like an old dog.
Yeah, now she's acting like
now they're both grumpy old ladies.
She's like a little puta.
They're both grumpy old ladies.
No, yeah,
so
the cat too.
They don't like each other.
Funny that on this episode we won't bring the animals up here. Even though we should just like maybe do that at the end, just come up with them and just show them on cam.
No, you could show them a picture. You don't have a picture of the animals?
I mean, not
I
off the top of my head.
I have like a trillion picture of
then pull it up on my phone, or pull it up on your phone and show the camera. But let's do that later. Okay, let's talk about it. You ready to talk about it? Let us talk about.
And I mean, how do people feel about like pets that come from their previous relationship? I mean, sometimes it's weird.
I understand, but even then, like, look, I got the cat with my ex. Like, it was her idea. Because, look, here's the story. All right, I'll tell you the story of Lilu. Here's the official story. Me and my ex-girlfriend, you know, who I was with for like 3 years, right? She really wanted a cat, and I had like my own. Well, it wasn't my own place, but I was living with, I think, my brother at the time. My brother Evan. I'll just say his name. It's fine. And like he had a dog. He already just got a dog, right? And it was a cute little dog. I think he's like half this and that. He's a little black dog. And I think, you know, maybe he's like half Chihuahua or something. He was super cute. And he named him Scruffy. Oh, no. Actually, he was like, he must have been half terrier or like our dog, Yorkie or something. But he had like a Chihuahua body or something. You know what I mean? So just imagine a small dog, but he's like got a lot of hair in the face and stuff. So he named him Scruffy. Cute dog. And so we were talking about getting a pet and a dog. And we almost got the brother or the, you know, the sibling of that same dog from like the same person. But then our friend at the time had a cat, right? And he was like, hey, you know, I have this kitten and she really needs to find a home. Is anyone interested? And my ex-girlfriend was like very, very, like just really wanted this cat. And I was like, well, cat's really cute. I was never a cat person. And like, I really thought about it and I was like, well, maybe, I mean, you know, why not? And then I met the kitten and it was like the cutest little shit ever, you know? So then I was like, fuck it. But then I was living with Evan, who we already had an animal, but then I think she was living with someone else, like her friend. I don't remember which one at the time. Like, I know she lived with one friend who had cats already, or something. So it just made sense. Like, essentially, we worked it out, so it made sense for the kitten to stay at my place, right?
Even though your ex-girlfriend had the roommate that had a lot of cats.
I'm saying
and
your
brother
maybe
had
not
the
at that
dog.
Time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look, maybe not at the time. I think she was in a place where like it just wouldn't work out. Like, because maybe I think she moved in with the cat person like after the fact, but I just can't remember because it was a long ass time ago. So anyway, the cat ended up at my house, and I just fell in love. Like, I put the litter box in my closet, and she was literally a kitten. Like, the second she could leave her mom.
Did your clothes smell like cat piss?
No, she didn't piss all over the place. By the time
but you had the litter in your closet.
Oh yeah,
with
probably.
Your
I don't know.
Oh,
no. But it was just temporarily.
No wonder you had a girlfriend, because if you were trying to get girls and your shit smelled like cat
domesticate.
piss,
I'm just gonna force you to drink. You know, you owe me like 4 drinks on top of that, motherfucker.
I drank a lot. I finished this truly. Look, you're still on your first beer.
Okay, fine.
See?
1 drink. Anyway, before you started shitting on me, she was a kitten.
Everybody was wondering when you told us.
But yeah, I'm sure I smelled bad back then, dude. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, the kitten was in my room for a while, and then she wouldn't want to come out of the room, and so I just had to put her litter box in there. And then, like, when I play video games, she's so tiny, she would like crawl into like my jacket arm thing, and then like she would lay in front of my mouse pad while I was playing like games and stuff, and it was like the cutest thing. And then I slowly coaxed her out, and then because she was also a kitten and Scruffy was a puppy, which is true, they were both babies, they eventually became best friends. And so they would like Lilu would wait in the hallway and then like pounce on Scruffy.
Okay.
And then they would like roll around.
I mean, that's cute.
It's very cute.
Okay.
And then they were inseparable. Like I have a picture I'll find it forever. Like when I find it, I'll post it on her Twitter. Okay. But it's a picture of them two laying on just a chair, like cuddled up, like yin yang style, like next to each other. Like they loved each other so much, and it was like the best. And then from then on, like, you know, everything happened the way it did. And essentially I wasn't the best pet owner, and like I had to move to different places where they didn't like cats, so then I had to like loan her. I mean, like, she went back with my ex temporarily.
Well, but why, if it was
your
ex's idea, how come she didn't fucking take the cat?
Because that's what I'm getting at. That's the whole point, is that because Lilu, her name is Lilu Dallas Multipass Jones, by the way. That's her full name. Shout outs to my favorite movie of all time, Fifth Element. Because she's like spent her whole life at my place, and like that cat loves me so much, and you know that even to this day, like it became my cat, even though it was like sort of her idea, and she like.
So did you guys fight for the cat, or did she just
wasn't even like
go?
that. It was just like, that's just your cat, take it. You know what I mean? And it was like the only time that I gave the cat back was just, it was a year where I was living with my friend, and he did not want a cat in there because she was destroying the house. She was like ripping up the carpets and everything.
Because she did that?
Of course, yeah, I can admit to that. And that's like, you know, partially, like, that's obviously my bad for, you know, whatever. If I got a cat now, I would train her properly, but back then I was not ready for a pet, so I was like really half-assed on everything. But anyway, eventually I got my cat back, and I have her to this day, and she lives here, and it's cool. But I'm just saying, because she spent all her time with me, even though it was like our cat, the concept was, it was always my cat. Lilu is my baby.
It's okay, because you know what?
She's
I'm gonna say like, I get that, because that's how I felt about my dog Kobe.
Yeah, now tell us the tale of Kobe.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the tale of Kobe.
Evolution.
I'm sorry, I might tear up a little bit because like because I had to put
rest in peace, buddy.
Because we had to put Kobe down. Like,
really sad about that too.
We had to put Kobe down like in January, so you know. But so I might tear up a little bit, but I'm gonna move on. Don't worry, because I love it. But I'm just saying. But you will
just
see
let me know if you can't handle it. Okay.
I'm gonna do an abridged version because you know I don't want to cry. But basically, Kobe is my dog that I had with my ex-husband, and I love Kobe, and I still love Kobe. But the thing is, it was always Mike's dog,
right?
Because when it was his idea, because me and Mike had pets before when we were together. We had Puffy and Jenny, and we had them when we were.
What kind of dogs were they?
They were beagles, and like we had them when when our relationship was very new, you know. And we raised them, and we even had a chocolate lab. We actually had 3 dogs together, Puffy, Jenny, and Biggie. Okay, for Puff Daddy, J-Lo, and and Biggie Smalls. So
I love the names. They're great.
And we had to eventually give them away because we were just starting out our lives. You know, we were young, and we were gonna move out into this place where we couldn't have dogs.
Beagles.
And so we had to give them away. But when me and Mike were stable and we had our own place, our own townhouse, we could get a dog. But I never wanted another dog because it hurt so much giving away the first dogs. And also, to be honest, like having a dog is like really, you have to attend to them. You know, like you do. They're kind of, and I know single parents are going to hate this, but they are kind of like... They are kind of like children, basically. You know, not exactly like children, but like, step down children.
Parents get really mad, but like, I think that whenever we say that stuff, it's not to undercut
it's not to undercut everything you do. Cause it's like
it just really is like, it takes a lot of attention and care.
Yeah, because you still
truly
have to
like
have someone watch them, and you have to because dogs are very dependent on people. They're not like cats, right?
There's a reason for that.
And then so this is the thing. So when we moved out, Mike really wanted another dog, and I said, I'm not sure. I don't know. We shouldn't, because me and Mike like to go to Vegas all the time. We were young. We were in our 20s. I was 20. So I was like just 21. I was like I want to say I was like 23 or 24. I was like really still celebrating life, you're 20, so like you wanted to do shit.
Well, that's like Lilu, right? Like I was in my 20s when I got her, and like I didn't care for her really well.
So I told Mike that we could get a dog. Like when we went to the pound, we saw this beautiful dog, and he was like really, really friendly, and I knew I loved him. But I had an inner fight with myself. But Mike really loved him, so I said, okay, we could get him. But like, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be more responsible for him. But we ended up he was both our dogs. We loved him.
What kind of dog was Kobe?
He was a Lab and Doberman mix. So
Oops.
So he was an amazing dog, and we loved him. And what happened was, when me and Mike got a divorce, I had to move into an apartment. He still had the house. So I really couldn't take Kobe. And then the one time I did try to take Kobe to the house, Jacob's cat was there, because Jacob
I forgot about this.
Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, now that I have my own place, even though I'm not supposed to have pets there, if Mike, I could have the dog and be on the lowdown every once in a while, right? So I told Mike, okay, we'll take Kobe, and then so I took Kobe to the apartment. But we had Lilu, because Jacob had Lilu, and it was a mess.
Well, no, I remember as soon as he saw her, he ran
chased
past
her.
everybody, and then I had to grab the cat and stuff.
And I don't think it's just because
I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, it's just because Kobe he's never been around a cat before,
yeah,
so
exactly.
I don't know.
And my cat is very
yes,
fuck, stay the fuck away from me, no matter who.
So so when I realized that, I couldn't have. I just couldn't have Kobe over, because it wouldn't be fair to Jacob, because the cat this was already Lilu's place, and so
yeah, she had already clawed up all sorts of carpet in there.
I couldn't. So because Mike had the space, and obviously it was really just Mike's dog. Mike loved Kobe, and Kobe really loved Mike. I just couldn't separate them, so they stayed together up until the end. And so I get it when girls have to give up their animals for their spouse. I mean, but if it was my dog,
it's a little
if I felt
different for you, though,
that I had a connection, this animal really loved me more,
Yeah.
of course I'd fight for them. But if I could sense it, then I would just let them have the animal.
Right. And that, like, I feel like it was harder for you than it was my ex because, like, you had a lot more of a connection to that dog than she did to the cat. And I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, Lulu was always my cat. And so, like, I'm really weird about her because, like...
Yeah, Kobe was there when I was in my dating phase. Let me tell you. Like, when I didn't come home from dating because I was having the thing, like, he would be waiting for me. He would be waiting at the stairs, and he would be like... And then when I was alone, because Mike was doing his dating thing, because there was a portion where I was still living in Mike's house.
Yeah, I have a story if you want to hear it. I won't get too deep into it.
He would sleep with me because he knew I would be lonely. So Kobe was a good dog.
Kobe was really cool. I got to hang out with him a little bit. And I love mid-sized kind of bigger dogs. Like my brother-in-law, he like had this dog that was hella sick named Dexter. It's the coolest dog ever. And now he's my uncle's dog.
He's like the best dog
he's like
ever.
So cool.
Talk about
that's a lab.
Evolution.
Nice.
And domestication.
Yeah, straight up. Can you please get me another beer, please?
That dog was like
2 pleases in there.
That dog rules. Was like, yeah.
Your dog's cool, although he bit faces or something. But you know what?
Look,
that's nobody's fault.
Look, that's not Kobe's fault.
That's not his fault. Because people are antagonizing people.
No,
or you're gonna give me another space dust? Ooh, you're.
I feel like the only reason why he did the face biting thing was because of what's it called? The only reason why he did the face biting thing was I think because he was listening to me and Mike fight all the time, and we moved him from California to Vegas, and it was traumatizing for him.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
So it's not Kobe's fault.
No, I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that he likes to bite. Or look.
Only if
let me
you
put it this
your
way.
Face close to
Let me
his
put it
face.
this way. When I first started dating Joy, or I'm sorry, excuse me, Mochi Squeeze over here. That's one of the first. I mean, we're trying to preserve the Mochi Squeeze. Shout outs to my sister Jessie. What up? What up?
Oh yeah, we were just talking about your dog Dexter.
We were just talking about Dexter. Oh, that's probably why she's saying, "Oh, what a time to log in." But anyway, when I first came to your house at the time, right?
Oh,
that's what she said. She's like, "Okay, don't worry. All right. There, he may have peed in the house or something, and also don't get your face close to his face because he'll bite it." And so then I stayed over for the night. You don't need to know what happened. But then Joy had to go somewhere or something, so I was in her room, and this dog was in there, and she was gone, and that dog threw up the biggest. Shut up. He threw up the biggest pile of throw up I've ever seen come out of any animal, dude.
And he probably did that for Mike.
And I was like, what the fuck do I do? Holy shit. All right, have you seen Jurassic Park? You know how the T-Rex or the what is it? The fucking one with the 3 horns. Anyway, the shit pile, it's that big. But of just throw up. It was just giant. It's fucking
probably
huge.
Wasn't that big.
It was crazy.
But
so I tried to clean it up.
He probably threw up like that because he did that for Mike. He's like, I don't know who you are. You're not fucking Mike. Fuck you. My mom's gone. So I'm
who's this?
Who's
this disgusting man?
Yeah.
Just puking his fucking guts out. So anyway, I thought that was really funny. And that's just rest in peace, buddy. Let's just have a sip for him.
That was the same day that I met your family the first time.
That's hilarious. What elaborate. What happened that day?
No, because we're not talking about family. We're talking about cats and dogs. That's a story for another time.
All right, fine. You tell me that story.
But that is
episode.
But that is that night, the same
That's
night
the first time you met my family.
Yeah, the first night that you spent a night over at the thing is the first time that I met your family.
That's so funny, man. Or do you like this background, by the way? It's localized to you.
No, because the cat's mouth looks weird.
Yeah, but that's what my cat looks like, kind of.
Yeah, that's what his cat looks like, kind of.
So, Lulu Dallas Multipass. All right, we'll go back to this one because you had a lot to say about it.
Yeah. But anyways, yes, R.I.P. Kobe.
Rip.
I miss
Rip
you.
Kobe.
And
he was a good dog.
He was a good dog, yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the interesting thing about cats first. So first of all, did you know that
Probably not.
Did you know that cats have been around for like 12,000 years?
Yeah, because he was around during the Egyptian times. Didn't I tell you that the only thing I know about the cats is that the Egyptians, like Tutankhamun or whatever, had cats.
Wow, you said some shit. Evolution.
Cleopatra had cats, and that's because they believe that cats were the guardians to the underworld. So if you had like cats, they would guide you through, and then that's why they were buried with cats also.
Yep.
So that's why I know that the cats are old, like old as fuck. Are they older than dogs? I don't know, but they're old as shit.
No, but see, like dogs have a really interesting history that actually intertwines with man.
you. Okay, I'm gonna guess. This is what I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess right now.
What?
I bet you cats were related to kings and dogs were for poor people.
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay,
but whatever you're talking about, it goes before, like, even further back in history before kings were a thing. It's like when we split off to go become hunter-gatherers. You know what I mean? Like, that's how deep it is. Like, tribal.
Well, what are cats gonna fucking hunt?
No, just hang on.
Cats
okay, first of all,
they're lazy as shit. All they do is nap.
Let me talk about cats
and
for a
then
sec.
they only wake up when they want to eat or scratch people.
That's just my cat. Anyway,
that's all.
Look, first of all, okay, cats, a house cat, like a domesticated cat, is the only animal in that species in the family of Felidae, which is like feline, right? It's the only one that's domesticated. So like they obviously belong to the same tree as like lions, tigers, etc., etc.
Okay.
Right?
Okay,
you know
yes,
that.
we know that. We know that.
But when you refer to a cat, it can either be a house cat, which is every cat you think of. Or a feral
cat.
A feral cat, or a farm cat, which is a little bit different. Because you keep farm cats to keep like mice off the property, right?
Isn't
so they don't eat up the
feral
grains
cats
and stuff.
do?
No, feral cats are like living in the mountains. Like they have nothing to do with people. You know what I mean?
They have
Just
a lot of feral
forests.
cats in Hawaii.
In Hawaii, exactly. Like, you know, I don't think it's like it's not a jungle biome, right? It's like island biome. Tropical biome, yeah. So like the cats can just wander around in the wilds, right? But you can domesticate a feral cat. You see why these words work. Anyway, I owe two. Anyone coming in late, remember, anytime you hit that bell, take a sip of your drink. Anyway, domesticated cats are valued by humans for companionship and their ability to hunt rodents. About 60 cat breeds are recognized by various cat registries. I thought that was kind of interesting. Anyway.
Why?
Because like, there's like fucking 100 and something dog species. So there's like I feel like there's more types of dogs than there are cats, which is kind of interesting, right?
Oh, by the way, everyone can see Jacob's long eyelashes because he's not wearing his glasses anymore. Because we were talking about that last week about how like
let me get closer to the cam.
I have to put fake eyelashes on to have eyelashes like his fucking stupid ass eyelashes. Yeah, everyone could see your dumb ass eyelashes now. But I have to get fake eyelashes.
Could they?
I gotta get fake eyelashes to get eyelashes like his. So
okay, this is the interesting thing. Like, all right, this is what you can like. Here's the thing about cats, right? They have strong, flexible bodies, quick reflexes, sharp teeth, and retractable claws. Isn't that cool? And they have night vision, and they can smell really well.
Okay, I mean that is cool, but also like, why would I want a weapon in my house?
Well, you think a cat's a gun?
No, I think that they would attack me. Like this is the problem.
Is a cat a gun or is a cat a sword?
This is the problem.
I want to hear.
I don't like animals that I cannot. Okay, this is gonna sound really bad. I'm sorry,
dude. Are you telling me that you think the cat's gonna like kill you one day?
What I'm about to
like,
say is gonna sound
murdered by a cat.
What I'm about to say is gonna be really bad. And please, animal rights activists and PETA, don't get me. But what I'm saying is that I don't like animals that I can't control. Okay, and a cat I can't, because like this is the thing. Like if I want to like discipline a cat.
If
I want to discipline a cat, I can't, because you know what? They have weapons. They're claws. So they're going to scratch me. They're going to do whatever they want to me. Okay? And sometimes you do have to put a cat in. Sometimes you do have to put an animal in a crate. Sometimes you do have to discipline a cat or a dog because they're doing something bad. So you have to squirt something in their face, or you have to tap them on the nose. And you can't do that with a cat because they're gonna fucking scratch you. So they could just run wild.
Cats are guns.
Yeah, you could throw a cat at someone and they would fucking scratch the shit out of their face.
How many times does that happen in a movie where it's like Leslie Nielsen throwing a cat
you better
at somebody?
believe that if the Night Stalker came in, I would throw your cat at him.
Dude, the Night Stalker would probably rape my cat.
No, I don't think so, because your cat would probably scratch the shit out of his dick.
Maybe. I mean, I hope. I really hope. But
but apparently it's only girl cats that are really mean.
And guess what I have?
Which is
I only have lady animals.
Which is real life, because girls are also mean. See why?
Case in point. Look, self-fulfilling prophecy. Earlier you were like, why are cats girls and why are dogs guys? You know what I mean? You're just telling me in your own words. I'm just saying. Anyway, also cats secrete and perceive pheromones.
Ew.
And
that
means that my cat is just squirting out fucking smells all over the house.
Ugh.
But
dogs
what I've read
though?
about, yes, dogs do that with their piss and shit, but cats do that by rubbing
themselves
their neck.
on stuff.
It's their neck. It's something about their face, their cheek/neck area, that when they rub it on stuff. And their body, their whole body from neck to tail, that's essentially the cat version of a dog peeing on we were just walking in a park.
I mean, I guess that's nicer. It's neater. There's not a lot of mess you have to clean up.
Remember, cats
but
can smell really well.
But your cat used to piss on some stuff in the house.
The cat doesn't piss on things really. Sometimes she does, but
there's
we
a
got that shit
corner
under
in the
control.
bed. There's a corner.
It's under control.
Okay.
Anyway,
that's why you're not allowed.
Here we go. You ready? I'm going to just read this verbatim. This comes from Wikipedia. Cats were first domesticated in the Near East around 7500 BC. It was long thought that cat domestication was initiated in ancient Egypt, as since around 3100 BC, veneration was given to cats in ancient Egypt. I don't know what veneration means, but I think that just means cats were around, right? As of 2021...
Well, if you read it in the sentence, sometimes you can understand what the word means.
Right, that's called context clues. School! As of 2021, there are an estimated 220 million owned and 480 million stray cats in the world. As of 2017, the domestic cat was the second most popular pet in the United States, with 95 million cats owned. In the United Kingdom, around 7.3 million cats lived in more than 4.8 million households
Kings and queens liked dogs.
Isn't that awesome?
Some didn't like cats. Every time I saw a painting of a king or a queen, it was totally of a dog.
Okay, I have a couple interesting things here, but let me take a couple sips of my drink as I owe to.
He does.
I hope you're drinking along. Here we go.
Yeah, everybody should be drinking along because, totally, like I said before, sometimes we're more
Dude, by the way, for the record, Space Dust is almost 10% alcohol content. So, and you've just been handing me these, so it's a good time. All right, so I'm just going to read a couple bullet points. I said that wrong.
You know what? Your detox has made your face look skinnier.
Thanks. I mean, I'm going to continue eating better.
Glasses.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's the glasses.
Yeah, I don't have the glasses. Oh, let me it's just because the glasses do some weird stuff to my face. Anyway, I have a few listen to this. I have a few interesting history bullet points from a website called alleycat.org.
Also,
Isn't that funny?
remember I told you do not show any videos.
Oh, I'm gonna show videos. But without sound. Okay, so here we go. A burial site in Cyprus provides the first archaeological evidence of humans and cats living side by side. As far back as 9,500 years ago, cats must have been brought to the island intentionally by humans. Cyprus is somewhere in the Middle East. In ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped, mummified, and sometimes even dressed in golden jewelry to indicate the status of their owners. Because, like you said, guardians of the underworld, etc., etc. It's almost like India now with cows.
That's the only interesting thing about cats.
Fuck you. I'm not
gonna lie, go ahead. Tell me more history about these damn cats, and I'm gonna tell you that. I'm just saying
fuck you because I haven't drank in 2 weeks and I'm fucking drunk already. In 31 BC, Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire. We know that from watching all sorts of stuff. Spartacus, great show. Watch that shit. Cats were introduced into Roman life, becoming truly widespread in Europe around the 4th century AD. See? That's all it took, is the Roman Empire had to happen, and then cats spread like wildfire. A cat skeleton from this period shows the shortened skull of a domestic cat today. Chaucer mentioned a cat.
Chaucer or Chauncey?
No, Chaucer. Chaucer, sorry.
Chaucer
mentioned a cat in the Canterbury Tales. Yeah, 1380s. So in the 1380s, it was finally in the book. And then it says cats boarded ships to the Americas. Christopher Columbus had a bunch of fucking cats on that ship. And aboard the Mayflower, too.
Christopher Columbus, a racist.
Yes, but the Puritans also brought him.
Racist.
And yes, I know that. Just shut up. Cats continued their service as mousers throughout history, even serving as official employees of the United States Postal Service as late as the 19th and early 20th century America. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
I mean,
I didn't read that part.
Still not as cool as Guardians of the Underworld.
It says the first cat show ever was held at Madison Square Garden in 1895.
Yeah, and I bet you those cats were beat to do those things.
It says by the end of World War I, cats are just regular pets now. So there you go. But that's just cats. Dogs, on the other hand, now those motherfuckers are ingrained in everything.
Because dogs are way better.
Whatever. I'm not saying better or worse. I love all of them. They're great.
They're all cute, but like
cute and great. I love my cat.
What would you rather have?
Shut up. Anyway, the interesting, like, dogs are more interesting because their evolution literally is our evolution as humans.
See,
it's crazy.
Closer to humans. That's why we love them.
And let's get into it. I just want to get through cats first because, like you said, I mean, the history is cool because it's like, oh, they got really big in Egypt. Oh, it's like Romans, whatever, you know, cats. Cats have been around for a long time. People give it less credit than that. But dogs, man. Fucking dogs. Let me take 2 sips here.
I turned that fan off. I was getting really cold. I guess that means I'm not really that drunk then.
Essentially, let's take the clock and go all the way back. The first domesticated animal ever was a wolf. When we were like evolving from a Neanderthals into like closer to humanity, that's when we started to domesticate animals, and we started with wolves. It's interesting because like I said, look,
coincidence. I think
there's 2.
not.
I think bells in there.
Why were wolves domesticated?
I'm gonna explain it.
Because
why? You tell me what you think first.
Because Neanderthals, cavemen,
right? I don't think it was Neanderthals.
Native Americans.
Let's just say early tribal man. And when I say man, I mean humans.
Turned into werewolves. So they had to domesticate. They had to domesticate the wolves because they were their family members.
Okay.
And so they had to protect them.
You know what? Let's take a timeout. You know how earlier I said
knew it.
Earlier I said that I'm gonna take a shot in the middle of the show.
See, because they started domesticated them, which is true. Which is
dire wolf, dude. Dire. Well, you know what? Because she typed that in chat and you said it. That's a bell.
Because they started off as werewolves. I brought it there.
You know what? I love you so much. You're so funny. look, someone said earlier that I was going to take a shot in the middle, and she said werewolves, so here we go.
Okay.
It's time for a shot.
It happened. That's why. So it evolved that way. Native Americans had the ritual, and so they had werewolves, and that's why they were so big. That's why dire wolves were so big. Just FYI. That's what I think. That's why dire wolves
by the way, for the record, I love that dire wolves are like canon in real life.
They were probably humans, and they were getting like smaller.
And shout outs to anyone
smaller like that.
Shout outs to anyone who plays like RPGs, especially like D&D and stuff, because dire wolves that come from that.
So yes, I brought it there, and you should know that I do believe in werewolves and vampires. Those things are real. Like,
we're gonna have to do an episode on that, and I cannot wait to talk about the history of it.
No one wants to believe
really
it, but the perfect place for vampires to really exist, and I always say that, is Vegas.
I agree, because it's and New York, because that's another city that doesn't sleep, right?
And no one's gonna ask questions on why you're like fucking awake all the time at nighttime. They're just gonna think, oh, you work the graveyard shift.
Oh, you just work at the club.
Or you work the swing shift. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, like I was saying before, I'm gonna take a shot. But that's what,
like I said, that's my theory.
Cats, 12,000 years, but dogs, 15,000 years. Okay.
It's because the magical spells has not happened yet.
Now, just listen for a second, okay? Just listen. All right. Domestication of animals. It says it began with the long-term. I know. It began with the long-term association between wolves and hunter-gatherers more than 15,000 years ago. Dog was the first species and the only large carnivore to have ever been domesticated. The generally accepted earliest dog remains was discovered in Bonn, Erbekastel, Germany. Contextual, isotopic, genetic, and morphological evidence shows this dog was clearly not a local wolf. The dog was dated 14223 year before present, which means like 15,000 years ago. So essentially all that shit means is that they found like evidence of a dog with like early man, you know, basically like 15,000 years ago.
Probably
to like literally show like evidence of it. You know what I mean?
Probably the brother.
Also, what's really interesting is that domestication of wolves happened before we even started farming.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's because essentially, I have the information down here. Okay, I don't remember, I don't have the information here, but I read it earlier, so I do remember. But, there's a few theories to, why. Okay, you remember the Ice Age, right?
Okay.
From school and stuff,
From
right?
the movie.
Whatever, Ice Age. Essentially, in early human history, in early Earth history, our Earth had an ice age, and everything was frozen over forever.
Yeah,
for a long ass time.
That's why all the continents were together.
Right, Pangea, and they slowly drifted across.
Okay, I do know that.
But there was a really long ice age on this planet. Essentially, as the ice age was going and it's kind of melting, it took a really long time, and there was a specific biome for that time that was kind of like tundra now, where it's icy, but there's still vegetation and grass and stuff. You could grow stuff, there's still plants happening, but it's cold as fuck. It's right? Because of that stuff, there's one theory, and this is the theory I like to subscribe to. There's a few other theories, but this is the one that I found the most interesting. Okay. It's called the campfire theory, okay? It's that it was cold, but then early man could make a fire, right? So they would make a fire, and the wolves would come. The ones that weren't so aggressive would come, right? And then they would be okay, either one of a few things would happen. Either early man would cook the food, and whatever the scraps they would throw them out. So the wolves would come, eat the stuff, but then they would stay around the campfire but not attack the man, because they know that if they fuck with the man would kill them, right? And so it became a slow symbiotic thing where they would be okay, all the tossed out scraps, as long as we stay close enough away from them, we could eat that shit. That's what the wolves would do, right? But then the man would also depend on the wolves, because the wolves, depending on the man, would be oh, there's intruders, so they would bark, right? They would growl. So they'd be oh, they're riled up. Maybe there's something going on. So like it's slowly integrated.
Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that.
And because like they had the fire, it was warm. They would stay there.
Still could have been their family members that turned into werewolves that they put out there to guard the fire, and then they would give them food.
I hate this.
Why do you hate it?
I hate and love it. I'm gonna take the shot now.
Like, you don't think that my story works the same way? You don't
No, it totally does. It totally does. Like it totally does, and it's really fun, and I'm glad that you're saying these things because it's a good time.
And then they were the ones that protected the area, and so they always had to feed. Because if you were to think about it, really, why wouldn't the caveman kill the wolves right away,
shot, by the way,
to like use them as meat? Why didn't they use them as meat? It's because
it's because they helped each other.
No, because why did they kill? Like, did they kill?
Because the wolves would also kill prey and then maybe bring it to the early man.
Okay, but
you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, but if you think about it,
there's symbiosis.
A wolf who's this big brings a rabbit or a tiny thing this big to a man. You don't think they would be like, well, why don't I just kill this fucking other animal that's big and then like eat it?
No, it's because wolf meat, I'm assuming, is like kind of stringy and like not as fatty and delicious. But if you're
a caveman, you don't fucking you're just gonna eat it.
Look, I understand what you're saying, but like just understand what I'm saying. And what does the werewolf shit have to do with anything?
I understand what you're saying, but I want you to understand what I'm saying.
Oh, but what are you saying?
I'm saying that what happens is that because of the whole witchcraft thing that happened, they have werewolves. And then so the werewolves, which is some of their family members, they're not going to kill their family members, and their family members won't let them be killed. So they'll stand guard and be like, oh, there's intruders. And then they'll like, and because they're their family members, they'll still feed them.
I feel like this is all this is all leading to like werewolves fucking other normal wolves.
But that's how.
So you're trying to say that the seed of a werewolf and a wolf made a dog?
No, I think they did like a magical ritual in the woods because that's what happened.
Well, it's definitely fun to think about.
They were cursed from something, so. But,
anyway.
That's just me.
What I was talking about is just what the research like suggests. And like I said, there's some other things that are like, there's other like one of them is like a migrational thing where it's saying, oh, well, they sort of domesticated certain wolves and then they started walking to places. That was less fun. But the campfire theory, to me, sounds the most plausible because
I mean, if you're going to go that way, then yes, I do think that that's more plausible.
We all know fire is energy, and energy does things, right? Energy is everything. So, like, to me, I feel like it's the most plausible. And so, essentially, after all that,
yes.
It happened in Eurasia first. Central Asia, East Asia, and Western Europe is like where they think that the domestication really started to take off. And then it says that the DNA differences between wolves and dogs found that dogs did not show reduced fear response, but did show greater synaptic plasticity. Let me get it. Synaptic plasticity is widely believed to be the cellular correlate of learning and memory, and this change may have altered the learning and memory ability of dogs in comparison to wolves. That meaning that, like, essentially, different breeds of wolves act differently, right? Some of them are aggressive and just like packs of destruction. Those stayed away from people.
Okay.
But the ones that had like a little higher brain power would hang out with the people around the campfire. This is going with my theory, right? Essentially, that's why there's still wolves, but then there's dogs. Now, the other thing that's really interesting, it says that like, essentially like, their brains started to develop and evolve as humans' brains and stuff like evolved toward like closer to man today, which is like the most interesting thing. Because as we start to domesticate the wolf who already has like a little bit more brain power spending more time with humans, just like we are evolving at the same time, they're evolving in the same way because we're eating similar diets because they're domesticated with us. There's three. I think I said it 3 times.
Look, but they can't eat the same things that we could eat.
They started as carnivores, but because they hung out with humans and because we carved all the good shit off of the animals that we ate and gave them the scraps, they started to like evolve in a way to process that stuff. Also, we would throw them extra like other things that weren't people or animals and carnivore.
Oh my god.
I mean like animals, not people. I'm just saying, like, essentially, like, because our diet was a certain way and they just ate our scraps, they evolved to be able to process our scraps, essentially. You understand? Does that make any sense? It's really trippy to think about, but it's because dogs spent so much time with man that, like, our diet turned into their diet over time. Over many thousands of years. Yes, they couldn't process everything at first, but like as evolution continues,
they still can't process things that we can process.
But they can. They're like the modern dog is not a carnivore and herbivore. It's a omnivore. They can eat not just meat. Like a cat has to eat meat. A dog can eat meat or like grains, certain grains. Not everything, of course, because they didn't evolve as far as we did. Right? They can't fucking talk. Dogs can't talk. Their brains aren't as big.
So?
They're smaller. You know what I mean? But they can eat like grains and shit. A cat has to eat only meat. You know what I mean? And cats didn't evolve with us.
But
that's what I'm kind of getting into.
Tuna.
Okay, explain yourself.
No, you said they could only eat meat.
Meat is tuna's meat.
It is, but it's like fish, though.
Fish is still meat, Joy. Yes, it's still meat. It's just fish meat.
I mean,
you know what? I had this confusion a long time ago where I was like, meat is beef though, but it's like no, meat means like anything. Like,
but
look, I have meat. I'm a meat. Me. If you ate me, you're still eating meat. Any like living things like tissue is what meat is. Literally, like you could say a bug is meat. You know what I mean? That's a stretch, but still, I'm just saying.
So you can't give a cat like a vegetable.
No, they won't eat it, and if they do, they'll throw up. They can't process it. That's herbivore.
So maybe the reason why your cat's throwing up a lot is because there's vegetables in the cat food you give.
No, there's not. She just has tummy issues, and I take her to the vet.
How do you know? Did you ever read the stuff that's in your cat food?
No, but I heard Purina is like the way to go.
Just because you heard Purina is the way to go doesn't mean it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could try different food, I guess.
Why don't you try just giving your cat tuna every time and see?
No, I give her tuna like
fresh tuna.
I give her tuna out of the can that's not like soaked in oil or salt or whatever. If it's in water, she can have it. So I give it to her. Like straight out of the can. Like the same tuna you would eat, she could eat. She could process it.
Because let me tell you, cat throw up, it looks like shit coming out of their mouth.
No, it's because it looks like
it's so fucking disgusting.
It looks like the cat food, which is like dog food. It looks like dog food. It's the same thing. It's just doesn't have grains in it. It's mostly it's like all protein. Anyway,
okay, fine.
So like the point I'm trying to get into, and there's a lot of words here, and I don't need to really say everything. The really interesting thing about dogs is that like literally we evolved together. That's why in every possible way, dogs are similar to humans. They also even to the point where they get the same diseases we do. They also can get cancer. You know, they can get like
cats
asthma.
Can't get cancer?
No, I don't think so.
Cats can't get cancer.
I don't know. I'm just saying that like according to this research here, that like dogs get similar diseases to humans.
I feel like the cats could get anything that humans can get too. I feel like you...
Let me read this. Dogs accompanied humans when they first migrated into new environments. Both dogs and humans have adapted to different environmental conditions, with their genomes showing parallel evolution. These include adaptation to high altitude, low oxygen hypoxia conditions, so high and low, and genes that play a role in digestion, metabolism, neurological processes, that's your brain, and some related to cancer. See? It can be inferred from those genes.
No, but cats can't get cancer. I know dogs can get cancer.
It can be inferred from those genes which act on the serotonin system in the brain that these have given rise to less aggressive behavior when living in a crowded environment.
This is so depressing.
Dogs suffer from the same common diseases such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and neurological disorders as do humans. The underlying disease pathology is similar to humans, as is their responses and outcomes to treatment. I'm just saying that, like, on top of that, we have also evolved together on a social level, as since dogs and humans are socially similar as well. They both like groups. They both like interaction. They both feel sadness and happiness. You know, like, dogs have expressions. Dogs can read expressions. Dogs feed off your energy. It's because dogs and humans are essentially evolved from the same, like, loincloth. You know what I mean? It's really fucking interesting.
I get it.
You understand where I'm going with all this? Look,
that's
the reason,
why...
like, man's best friend makes a lot of sense because literally, if you think evolution is real, dogs did the same shit. They evolved just the same, almost the same way we did. But they're not human, so of course they're a little different. But it's like dogs who only ate meat, just like a cat, essentially became like man. And that's why you hand your fucking fry to your dog.
Why do you want, like, so my question is, why do people want to be with cats then?
Because
like, cats are like,
they're cute. Cats are weird, man, but like, why look, people breeded dogs over the years to do stuff. Cats do stuff.
What do they fucking do for humans?
They hunt mice. They get rid of bugs. They do that stuff. I'm just saying, in history,
rid of bugs. I have to get rid of bugs for Lilu because Lilu just makes a sound and then she doesn't kill the bug. I have to fucking take care of that shit.
She has. Remember when I told you she ate a fly? One time I turned to my cat.
One time in her whole entire life. How old are we?
I'm just saying. She made a sound and we saw a scorpion on her ceiling one time.
Yes, and did she kill it? No.
No, but she alerted.
I had to kill it.
She's like an alarm.
I had to vacuum it.
She's like an alarm.
I would rather her kill it.
And as for dogs, they evolved in a lot of different ways because we had a lot of time with them, and in different areas we needed them to do different stuff. Look at your cousin's dog. Right? She's a sheepdog. She's a herd dog. Dogs can do that. Dogs have also been bred to do other things, like a lap dog. Chihuahua is one of like Chicanese. That's a lap dog. Those dogs just exist to be cute and hug. But then, like, herd dogs exist to, like, keep the herd in check.
Whatever.
Just like Dobermans and shit are there to fight. And protect you.
You can't tell cats to see. That's why, like, dogs
cats
are more like, they're versatile. You can have them do a bunch of things. Cats just don't do shit. Like, they don't. All they do is lounge around and like do whatever the fuck
nowadays
they want.
Yes, but I still love my cat. Yes, dogs accompanied humans when they first migrated into a new environment. Both dogs and humans adapted to different environmental conditions with their genomes showing parallel evolution.
That's why
it's super interesting.
The house rule is that we have one cat, we have one dog, right? Jacob really wants another kitten, wants another
really
dog.
Cool.
Okay, but no.
I want another dog. I don't want another cat. At least I'm admitted to that. I love my cat, but I won't get another cat after this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He wants another dog, but no, we can't have another dog until all the animals that's in the house currently passes away. And then we can get another dog.
True that. Okay, now I also pulled up some fun information. I pulled up dog and cat breeds, so if we want to go down that route, we can. We're getting into the fun part. We have enough history, whatever. I just wanted to really tell you about how, like, dogs are ingrained in our own evolution. Not even just history. Like, cats are in our history.
That's why humans love dogs more. I don't know how people are... I don't know how people love cats.
Shut up.
I
Look,
can't.
all I'm saying is that,
I don't
like,
understand how that works.
it's interesting. Like, when I read the research,
I mean, they're very cute. They're cute. Cats are cute, and like I don't wish ill will to them, but I just don't understand how.
Let me
like,
just say one
like
last
feral
thing.
cats are cool, but like domesticated cats. Oh,
I love my cat. Okay, but she's a bitch. All right. So anyway, oh yeah, I pulled up some articles like why you should get a cat or a dog or whatever.
well, if you're a
We can
lazy
talk
ass
about that.
person but wants an animal, then just get a cat.
So I'll just say it says choosing. Let's see.
That's basically
Hold
it.
up. If you're energetic, outdoorsy type who loves keeping active, a dog might be the right choice for you. Dogs need lots of stimulation, fresh air, and regular walks, so they're best suited to people who have a garden, live in rural areas, or have easy access to parks and open spaces. If you have limited indoor space or a busy lifestyle or simply want a more independent pet, you might be better suited to a cat than a dog. Cats are relatively quiet and are happy to be left alone to sleep and entertain themselves for most of the day.
Yeah, but they don't cuddle with you when you need to be
Especially if they're allowed outdoors. They don't need walking, so cats are often well suited to less active people. They do enjoy social interaction, though, and love being played with. Regular grooming is important, too, especially if you have long hair. So, like, I was also reading this.
That's a lie.
You know what's also really funny is, like, I think it was the New York Times did a poll in 2019 where it was, like, it's just a big poll about cats and dogs. And, like, what they took out of it is that dog owners are much happier than cat owners.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Because if you're like active, you eat right, and you like have a schedule, dog's perfect.
No.
If you're sad and you just want to like loaf around your house, then get a cat.
No. It's because
I just thought that was really fucking funny.
You get a cat and you guys expect that the cat will be really affectionate with you. Like you got an animal and it'll be really affectionate with you. An independent, affectionate animal. That's what you think, because that's like having the cake and eating it too.
I'm putting it up on the screen. Like, I got an article by thesprucepets.com. Look. It says 10 reasons why cats make better pets than dogs. Look, let's just hear them out. Go ahead first.
No. People like to have the cake and eat it too. I don't think that that's how it works.
Thanks.
I don't think that's how it works with this, okay? Because you're thinking, oh, okay, I'll just get a cat because it's cute. The kitten is cute and it's cuddly. And the kitten will cuddle with me, but also take care of itself. Like, I could go do my shit, live my life, and I just have to put out food and kitty litter, and they'll take care of themselves, right?
Right.
But no.
But
they do that, but they do not cuddle with you. They won't cuddle with you. They won't stay with you. They won't do that shit with you. You'll want to
Depends on the cat.
You'll want to cuddle with them and squeeze them because you think they're so cute, but they'll scratch the shit out of you. They don't like that. Okay? So you were thinking that, but then what you want is a dog. But the thing is, like, the dog will cuddle with you and love you, but you do have to work with it. But that's how everything is.
Okay, here's Spruce Pet's reasons to get a cat. And I'm just going to go through these. And
Look at that. That cat looks evil.
Let me just get through them all. Ugh. Cats don't take up much space. Owning a cat is more affordable. True. Cats are perfectly content indoors. True. Cats are quieter. That's true for my cat. Although not at nighttime when I'm trying to sleep, bitch. Kittens require less work than puppies. That's a dumb reason. Cats keep pests at bay. Sort of. Cleaning the litter box is easier than constant walks. I kind of disagree with that. Cats clean themselves. I agree with that one for sure. Cats understand personal space.
Like to the max. They don't.
That's all they care about.
That's all they care about.
And it says cats provide health benefits.
I don't understand why lonely women get cats.
Okay, let me read this.
Why do lonely women get cats?
According to this,
they don't fucking hug you. They don't want to lay with you.
Reason number 10 is cats provide health benefits. Let me read this. It has been said that owning a pet can reduce stress and make you live longer, but there are certain health benefits that cats provide to their owners. Purring, for example, has therapeutic healing capabilities on human muscles and bones. According to who?
That's what
this is bullshit.
That's
the frequency of the vibrations have been shown
up.
to have positive effects on
Just
joint mobility.
Get out of here. Get fucking out of here.
This feels like snake oil, bro.
Look, don't get a cat if
Get
you
the fuck out of here.
I'm not a cat person. Don't get a cat unless
like
you just want something
cool.
to move around your house to make you feel less lonely. But if you feel like you need something that's gonna cuddle you and like show you affection, don't expect that from a cat. They're not gonna give that to you. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone.
Why don't you go ahead? Look, this is a cat versus dog like comparison chart. So I'm gonna scroll down and tell me which one you want me to stop on, and you can read it.
No, I'm not gonna read that. I can't even read that. I don't even know. I'm really drunk.
All right, let's say protection. It says cats will protect you.
They won't.
If they love you.
They won't.
And dogs will just protect you no matter what.
They won't protect you. Who the fuck said cats are gonna protect you?
Good with children. Here you go.
Think that?
It depends on the dog, but most cats are not good with children. Energy depends on the dog. Energy for cat, generally lazy, can sleep for 16 hours a day.
Who said cats are gonna? Oh my god.
Let's see. Loneliness. Cats are typically solitary animals and don't mind being left alone. Dogs are pack animals and are fine together. They will wait for you at the door all day.
Cats are good with being lonely. They're freeloaders. Cats are essentially fucking freeloaders that don't give you shit, but expect you to feed them and give you treats. But when you need some love, they don't fucking care.
All right, I think it's time to go to Cats vs. Dog, the movie. 2001 spy action comedy film. It's got Jeff Goldblum, Elizabeth Perkins, and Alexander Pollock. I'm just kidding. That movie sucks. We're gonna go straight to YouTube videos, and then we're just gonna talk a little bit about cats and dogs, and then we're gonna finish the show. We're gonna finish it.
Okay, because I was gonna say we're at 78 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, our last episode was an hour and a half. It's okay. That's just the show. That's the show.
I'm trying to keep it to an
That's
hour.
the show. That's the show.
I mean, not that I don't love talking about it.
Okay, here,
like,
look.
You just.
Oh no, I had audio on. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, so let's go straight into this one. Yep. Okay, now watch this cat do ping pong tricks. Ready? Watch it. Watch. Okay, so we got a cat approaching a ping pong, and it's like one of those train setups where it's got like the wood things stacked on it on top of each other. And then there's like one ping pong ball, and he's like pushing it, and then it knocked over a shit ton of those fucking dominoes, man. Look at that. You think you can have a dog do that?
Yeah.
I think the dog would just like take a shit all over it.
No. I think I could.
It would take a fucking straight up dump right on top of that. Okay. You don't think so?
Show one more video, dog video, and then we'll do 25-cent advice.
Well, I'm going to show you a dog video right now.
Pick the best dog video.
I'm going to show dogs eating stuff.
Okay.
No, here. Icelandic dog trick champion.
Do it.
We'll watch this Icelandic dog trick fucker. See, look. Here's a dog retrieving a ball. See? Oh, look, he hit the button. See, he could hit the bell. Evolution.
See?
Woo! Yeah, hit the bell. See? Paw target. Look, he's pushing a fucking dresser thing back in.
Okay.
Oh, look, he's got a nose target. Look, he's biting on that. That's so cute. Look at that.
All right. We showed you guys videos. It's time to
I had a lot more videos to show.
That was it. Sorry.
You know, you're really fucking mean.
I'm not mean,
You're
but
really
it's weird because
mean. Here, look, here's a video of it's what is it? Like one of those Korean groups acting like a cat and dog. Ready? Right there.
I don't feel like that's acting like a cat and dog.
The song is called Cat and Dog. Look. See? They got cat ears and dog ears.
No.
You missed it. Get off your phone, dude. Look at the cat.
I can't. There's some weird shit happening in the backyard.
Watch the Korean cat dog stuff. Look, he's got dog ears. You missed it again. You missed it. You keep missing it. Okay, now watch this cat step on a dog's face.
Yeah, no.
Watch it. Look, watch.
Grew up together.
See? It's a golden retriever, and then a cat is basically doing like the thing where they push their little paws. When Lulu does that to me, it melts my heart. She like pushes her little paws.
Your heart.
You know, you're really mean. I'm just gonna pull up one more last final video, and then you tell me. You tell me, okay?
Okay.
You tell me if you don't care.
Okay.
Here's a kitten and a Doberman, and they're just licking each other.
Thought it was a rat.
It says, "I'm like, okay, Toast, this is baby. He's gonna be cute. I thought the mom was nearby."
I thought it was a rat and a dog.
And this video is from the dodo. And the cat goes directly to Toast. See? And see, it's a dog and a cat. Just, oh, look, he's picking him up. He picked up the kitten, and now he's moving him to like close to the pool.
How do we
and then
know?
He's licking him.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's so cute. They're just loving each other. No. The dog is picking up the cat by the neck, and he's just moving him around. Oh, that's so fucking adorable. All right, anyway, tell them what the next thing is.
25-cent advice.
Explain it.
25-cent advice is advice that's like really cheap but worth a lot more. So we're going to say it, and Jacob is going to go first.
What? Okay.
What is your 25-cent advice?
My 25-cent advice for this episode is, if you're going to buy a pet, make sure it's a pet you can take care of. It's a pet that you know, vibes with you. So if you want to get a dog, just remember it takes maintenance. And if you want a cat, it doesn't take as much maintenance. So like, if you're a lazy fuck, get a cat.
Yeah, if you're lazy and you just want to have something around, yeah.
Yeah, man. Because the cat will cuddle with you sometimes.
No.
It will.
Don't expect it. Just like, don't expect it, but like pleasantly be
Why don't
surprised.
you do your 25-cent advice?
My 25-cent advice is like, just get a dog and not a cat.
Fuck you.
That's just what it is. Because dogs are way funner. They cuddle with you. They're a lot more work, but they really love you more.
This guy's sausage
They love
dog.
you more than a cat does.
That guy's dog likes to walk really far behind him because he just wants to pretend like he's alone.
Dogs love you more, and they do more fun shit than cats do. So, and people are not allergic to dogs, and then like not a lot of people are allergic to dogs, but more people are allergic to cats.
Here's some random dog videos.
So, anyways.
Yeah, but your dog might want to bite stuff.
So? Cats want to scratch shit.
That's true.
See? So it doesn't fucking matter. Like, what the fuck?
Here's a TikTok dog compilation.
Well, next is our Hoot de Gras shot, because we're closing it out.
If you have a dog, then your dog will do weird shit like this.
But we're done. We're going to do our Hoot de Gras shot.
Give your dogs imaginary treats until they realize.
Our Hoot de Gras shot means live, laugh, love, and drink, and just have fun and do whatever you want to do.
Oh, we're already going to the Hoot de Gras?
Yeah, because...
Okay, look, we're going to end the show, and we're going to just, like, show a couple of TikTok videos in the background when we do it. But, yeah. It's our final...
Did you pour your shot? I feel like it's empty.
It's half full. You're really mean. Anyway, look, just remember, if you have a cat, remember that your cats have been domesticated for 12,000 years, and it's okay. Okay, remember, you're just as cool as a fucking Egyptian. And if you have a dog, remember that a dog is essentially a human because they evolved at the same time that we did on the same diet and environments we did.
Cats.
So just remember, no matter what, as long as your pet is a cat or a dog, you're good. But if you have a snake or something, like, it might eat your baby. That's all I'm saying.
Cheers.
So remember, cheers. We're gonna say "Coup de grace" means live, laugh, whatever. Fuck. Coup de grace. Cheers us, and we'll see you next week. All right.
See you next week.
So we still love you, and I'm not playing the music at the end yet, but I'll do that later. So watch this dog video.
Woo!
Oh, my beer almost exploded that time.
Next week will be our St. Patrick's Day episode.
Oh yeah, we're gonna come back with the St. Patrick's Day. Oh wait,
amazing.
hold up, watch Caesar Milan get bit.
No,
watch.
We're done.
Watch.
We're not. We're done.
I'm sorry.
He's on the verge of being kicked out.
Watch. See, this is Caesar Milan getting bit. Look, he's hiding in the tree. Wait, here we go. Watch. I'm gonna play the audio.
I've seen him get bit a bunch of times.
This is just fun, everybody. I'm not gonna play the full audio, but I just want to see the part where he gets bit, where she's like, "Oh my god, my dog fucking sucks."
It gets exponentially worse than that. Yeah. She's drawn blood many, many times.
I heard that.
Yeah.
But today we didn't see that part.
My name is Tammy Costello.
Okay.
Watch him go.
You still? We're done.
I'm trying to get to the part where he gets bit, but I missed it. I had it.
Bye, guys.